Hello, my name is Mark Vosylius. You are going to be watching Developing for Dollars for the next half hour. We got a great show for you. We're at a site here in Barrie on Cundles Avenue where it's the Markettown project, where the Mady Development Corporation has taken this site and they've been doing some work. I'm here with a good friend here, Hal Kersey. He's the Vice President of Development and Planning, and he's also, I just found out, a really good drummer, and he says he could play on the weekends every now and then. Is that true, Hal?
That's true.
Okay, so Hal, tell me, we're over here, we're looking at this huge site that everyone driving up north in the 400 has probably now witnessed. Tell me a little bit about Mady and how they got involved, and a little bit of a history of how Mady started.
Certainly. Mady Development Corporation is a family-owned business that started by Mr. Charles Mady about 35 years ago.
Okay.
And we do all kinds of
So you would have been about 3 years old then, is that right?
Well, I've been with the company since 1985, so
Okay.
I'll let you do the math there.
Okay, I'm not good at that. But
We started as a small home builder and evolved into building commercial and industrial developments, mixed-use developments, and lately we've been riding this big box wave and have been doing a lot of big box development in Ontario as well.
Okay. Now, Hal, you're here as a planner. Tell me a little bit about you and your expertise and your background a little bit.
Yeah, I have a Bachelor of Arts degree, honors planning from the University of Windsor.
Okay.
I did take a stint as a development consulting with Dillon Consulting in Canada for about 7 years, where I had a number of different clients working on a number of different development projects. And I came back to work for Mady Development in 1997, and I'm principally responsible for acquiring municipal approvals, provincial approvals, all kinds of developments approvals. And as soon as we get the building permit, I run away from the project.
You run away and you go into another project.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this project here, what phase or what stage would we be at? Would we be at the preliminary, the beginning, the construction side? What phase are we? Are you still involved in this phase?
I'm
now?
still involved, but we are very close to coming to pulling a building permit and getting underway with our phase one.
Okay.
It consists of about 90,000 square feet of commercial development and 200 condo units.
So I'm looking at what, 50 acres here?
Approximately 50.
Now with 50 acres, you guys are just doing the condo side, but I've been hearing buzzwords of some big box stores. Can you tell us a little bit of what may happen on this side here? Or?
Yeah, they certainly can. The property is owned in 3 different segments. Home Depot owns a 10-acre portion.
All right.
Loblaw Properties Limited owns about a 15-acre portion. We own the remainder.
Okay. Now, give us a little bit of a background. We're going to get into some details later, but just a quick background as to when was the land purchased?
Okay, in 2005.
And was it a private sale? We discussed, public sales, but what kind of sale?
Well, I'll tell you what happened was we were brought to this site by Home Depot, who wanted to have a presence in the north end of Barrie. They identified Barrie as a growing, emerging market and saw lots of opportunities here. So they brought us here as their development partner. And we sold property to Loblaw Properties. So the 3 of us have been, as a group, working towards getting this, to bringing it to fruition.
Okay.
Now we have partnered, Mady Development Corporation has partnered with Penequity Realty Corporation, and we formed a partnership on this property called Mady Barrie Ltd, which is running with the project and is the developer of the project.
So, in our show we've discussed a few terms, and I think some people are familiar with like joint venture partnerships and things like that. So you mentioned like four different partners. You mentioned Penequity, Home Depot, Loblaws. How is that? So the ownership is Penequity, Mady, and then Loblaws and Home Depot own their own sections.
That's correct. They own their own property.
So the condo portion then is the Penequity.
That's correct.
Oh, okay, I see. So so you bought it 5 years ago. What took you so long to get going?
Well, there's been a number of challenges with this project. Firstly, we had a minor appeal to the Ontario Municipal Board. Is when we came to the property, part of it was designated for commercial development, part for industrial, and part for residential. And we made applications to convert it all to commercial. And along the way, the City of Barrie, who is running out of residential land, imposed upon us and demanded that we do some residential. At first it was something we didn't want to do, and we refuted a bit, but I guess now it's come to be perhaps the catalyst for the development. So it's an opportunity that came along that we were in the end now delighted to have.
Okay, so you've touched on a lot of different subjects and a lot of different things. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to dig into more of some of the issues here at the Markettown site at Developing for Dollars. We'll be right back shortly.